guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be chatting with you guys, giving some updates, what we've been up to, and just how our summer has been now that it is very much full swing now. In fact, we're kind of like coming down off this busyness here in June, and July should be hopefully a little more slowed down, so that we can get ready for our new school year to start at the beginning of August. But like I said, I thought I would just chat with you guys, just share with you guys what we've been up to and some preparations that I have been doing for the upcoming school year and things like that. So we actually just recently got back from a beach trip, but before that, we had like a 3 or 4 day span in between of camping and then the beach. So it's been really busy, and we're tent campers, so we came with a lot of supplies and a lot of laundry. So those 3 or 4 days in between the two trips really helped out a lot just to get some important stuff done. So it was a lot of fun. We love going camping. That's one of our family's favorite things. The kids, of course, just absolutely just free range the whole time, and it's just a lot of fun. And then we went to the beach at our favorite place, which is Hilton Head. It was for a few days, but it was absolutely wonderful. And it was really great because the weather report actually looked pretty bleak. It was supposed to be thunderstorms pretty much the whole amount of time that we were going to be there. But it was perfect because all those storms just kind of were kept at bay, and it was just a wonderful time. I think we mainly just had storms overnight, and then one day we had a little bit of rain in the morning, and then the rest of the day was wonderful. So we had a great time, and on the way back, we stopped at Congaree National Park that's in South Carolina, and that was actually, I didn't even know Congaree National Park even existed. The way that we found out about it was actually from the Heritage Adventure letters that is part of our homeschool plans for this summer. And so it was really neat to be able to stop by there on the way home. We saw some really cool stuff, some like giant fishing spiders that were literally the size of my hand. It's kind of creepy, but really cool at the same time. And it was just beautiful. And there's a lot of history there as well. So that was really cool. While we were on our trip, we finished one of our summer read alouds, which is Island of Blue Dolphins. And it was wonderful. That is a book that I always wanted to read when I was a kid, but for whatever reason, I just like never picked it up. And so it was a really good one. We all enjoyed that one. And so that's kind of the fun things. The kids also enjoyed a week of VBS. It was like they would go in the morning to one church and then in the evening to the other. And so that was like a crazy week before we left for camping of VBS and everything. And they really enjoyed that. So that's kind of like the craziness of things that we've been like actually doing this summer. I actually have something exciting that I am starting, and it is a very intensive study and fellows program in Christian worldview. And so that is something that it officially starts this next month in July, but I've already gotten a head start on it because it is a lot of work. Yeah, I'm going to be very busy this year, but it is a topic that I'm really passionate about. And so it's something that I really wanted to equip myself for and to aid in just the discipleship of our children, and just learning more and just really getting into study of Christian worldview. And I've also been taking the time when I can to start prepping for our school year next year. So that is always something I really enjoy. And so when I kind of get in the mood to do that kind of thing, then I do. And one of the things that we're doing next year is for our morning basket time, we're going to be using Morning Time 2 from Brighter Day Press. I shared that in one of my curriculum videos, but I have already like prepped the morning menus for the first week, and I've already made copies of like the following weeks. So I've already got that kind of ready for like the first quarter of our homeschool. The other thing that I've done is I started prepping my kids' binders for next year. I bought these big binders. I've done this in the past, and then we strayed away from it just because what we were doing curriculum wise, it wasn't a good fit for organization. But this upcoming year, I think this is going to work really well for a lot of reasons. Number one, my kids' nature study is like a PDF, so it was all printed out. But then also they are doing like their history, anything we need for history printed out, plus their spelling, handwriting, all of those things. And so I already have their spelling lists in here. I've got even, I bought the PDF of the reader's journals for not consumed. I just have to put the dividers in here for subjects. And so that's something that I was trying to just get a head start on and get like the first quarter of all of it done so that it won't sneak up on me when the new school year starts at the beginning of August. That's when we started last year, was towards the beginning of August. We've done it differently in the past, but this past year I really loved our schedule. I really love having a summer. We've done it year round before, and while there's a lot of benefits to that, I really, really love summer, and we're busy with the garden and just having fun and just being able to go with the flow and things like that. And so we do like early August or end of July and then go until May. So it has worked really well. And so that's our plan for this upcoming school year. So I've just been trying to get prep work done when I can. I actually have a couple more curriculum videos that I haven't done yet. One being for my daughter, who is going to be more of like a transitional kindergarten to first. And I'll talk more about that in the video when I release it. And then my youngest, who will be in pre-K, which I don't really do a lot for, but I am going to be doing some with him this upcoming year, just because he does really well with engaging in like more organized activities. So like I said, I'll share more about that when I release those videos. Another exciting thing, look, I think it's exciting. I always get excited when I order or get new planners. But I did order my new planner, I think at the beginning of June from Anna Vance Co. I used her planner this past year, and it is by far my favorite homeschool planner I've ever used. I've used a few different ones and have a couple that I really like that I've used in the past. But the Anna Vance planner has been the one that I have been the absolute most consistent with using. And it was well worth the money to me to use something that I am consistent with and that I absolutely love and can customize exactly the way I want it with the layout that I need for planning, like all of those things. So it was perfect for me last year. So I went ahead and ordered it again for this year. And when that comes, since I've already started all of this, I will be ready to start planning when that arrives. So another thing is I actually just hosted my first workshop, my first live workshop. And I get really nervous with that kind of stuff. It's just not really my thing to be a speaker, which might seem weird because I'm here on YouTube, but it's just different here. I did host my first live workshop, and it was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I hosted the workshop over on Made to Homeschool. If you're not familiar with Made to Homeschool, I've talked about it a few times here. When this video comes out, there's going to be just like 2 more days, I think, in the month where if you're interested in joining the Made to Homeschool community, you can get 10% off the annual membership. So I'll put some information in the description as well as a link to kind of check it out. You can actually do a 7-day, I believe it's a 7-day free trial for the premium membership. And then if you decide it's not a good fit for you, you can always cancel it after that. But it is a community that is by creators, Christian homeschool creators. And we just, it's a great place to go for support, for encouragement, just for interaction. the workshop that I mentioned that I did, it's similar to what you would get if you went to a homeschool convention. There's a live workshop every single week. And there's just so much to glean. There's a whole resource library over there that is like exclusive content, whether it be free printables or specific videos about specific topics, just different things over there. There's so many things. So if you want to go check that out, like I said, I'll put a link in the description. And then the last thing is, I have really been trying to make it a goal to come up with or adapt to some sort of cleaning routine, something. And so I have needed to update it for a while. My cleaning routine has not been working well at all. It's just because our whole like lifestyle has kind of changed as our kids have gotten older. You know, I think you naturally like start getting busy with things. Not that we're busy all the time or anything, but we do have things to do and places to go. And so one of my goals is that this summer I have really wanted to start a new cleaning routine. And so I actually started the Clean Mama routine. I'm only, like a week in to this, but it has been absolutely wonderful so far. It is so doable, and yeah, I'm hopeful that this is going to be the ticket. This is going to be what works well for me, especially with this upcoming school year, because this upcoming school year is going to be a little crazy, to say the least. I'm going to have 6 kids doing some sort of school in some capacity from pre-K to 8th grade. So it's interesting. I've tried to put it down on paper many times, and I'm not gonna lie, there's some times where I get a little anxious just thinking, how in the world are we gonna fit all this in? But you know what? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I am so optimistic about it, and I am excited to take you guys on the journey again. It will be our 10th year of homeschooling. No year has ever looked the same, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I want to know, what have you guys been up to? How has your summer been? Have you started prepping for things? What are your thoughts going into this next school year? Leave me some comments down in the comment section and I'll chat with you there. Thanks so much, guys, and have a blessed day.